Hello, greetings and salutations. Welcome to the Nudnik's Fitness channel, where I shout into an empty room and just hope that my own voice sounds like someone agreeing with me. Alright, so this is my full workout breakdown. If you want to see just some more nonsense or just like me being silly talking about what I'm doing, head over to Instagram and follow the Nudnik. Ooh, I just assume you're going to follow. Feel free to check me out before you follow. No commitment. All right, so did a high straddle planche entry into a handstand. Did one handstand push-up. I try to stay incredibly vertical on those. That took me a while to get. Apparently, I thought the parallettes were a little higher than they actually were. I wanted to tuck my knees through to the L-sit, but right into the turf they went, which is probably disgusting because God only knows what kind of sweat bacteria is in there. But whatever, all the focus is on the mask these days. This is, I really wish I could press up out of here with a 90-degree push-up. What I do to enter that is I kind of like lower myself, do like a slight elbow lever. Like if you notice, normally I'll avoid the elbow lever, but on that one I dropped a bit, catch it on the elbow, catch my elbows on my ribs to slowly descend, and then release my ribs so I can actually float into a true bent arm Maltese or planche, depending on what you want to call this. So the wide handstands, that was I've had a lot of issues holding these for a while, and I only really get a chance to attempt them once a month when my shoulders are feeling a bit better. My shoulders felt safe and healthy today, so I decided I could try it. This was my second set. I went a little too wide. I got a little too much bravado after the first one, so I brought the parallettes in closer. Finally got my elbows locked out on this one. Had a nice stable hold. But what I really love about this setup of these parallettes without the rubber grips and on top of a yoga mat is, if you see, my hands are spreading out as I hold it. Wonderful. I'm definitely going to use this a lot in the future to improve my wide handstand. I really enjoyed that. This, I'm just doing like some one-arm handstand work, trying to like lean my weight off to each side. This was a rough day for me with this. Not my best day with side-to-side leaning. It's I felt really, really strong this day. I don't know if you guys go through this, but I probably only feel like actually strong, where I'd consider myself having a nice strong workout. Maybe like, if I'm lucky, maybe once a week. Honestly, maybe only twice a month. Sometimes even only once a month. The rest of the day, I just kind of feel like I'm enjoying myself, trying to be creative, just doing it for my mental well-being and physical well-being. But I kind of feel like a weenie most of the time. Like, you see, I failed my first entry into the handstand here. Like, sometimes, like, you know, straight arm press entries, I fail, you know. This was just a Stadler entry. This takes a while, obviously a bit easier than a tuck planche, a straddle planche, but I love these. I've been using a lot of Stadlers lately. I like them a lot. Second time around, I wanted to press up out of it, but I realized I didn't have the strength anymore after all the handstand work prior to this, so I just switched into an L-sit, which is actually good. I've never actually done this before, but I'm really liking playing around more on the parallettes with transitioning in and out of various holds and positions. I got to do a lot more of this. That was kind of like the eureka moment for me. Yeah, I'm going to be doing a lot more of this. So I've been having some elbow tendonitis, so I'm trying to just focus on a little less demanding, more technical work on the rings as opposed to a lot of strength-based stuff. But I was feeling good today, so yeah, we'll mess around a little. I just honestly, most of my training just consists of trying to go pretty slow, be pretty clean in the form. Actually, really, truthfully, most of my focus is on the form because I really want to connect my brain to my body. And I figure the more I can control each individual muscle fiber, the more motor units I'm recruiting, the more it's just all about brain work for me. I'm obsessed with what training does to the mind and how it changes your mind-body connection. I like entering into the straddle bent arm stand from a straddle. I started trying that last week. Honestly, I started bent arm standing last week. A lot of times, because I'm stuck working on these lower ring setups based on like, I don't get it. I'm going to be moving in about 2 months, so I'm going to have a place to consistently hang very high rings. But for now, I'm mostly working off things where my head is almost at the hanging height. So I haven't been doing a lot of ring handstand work, but it was nice. I realized recently that I can really do a lot of straddle bent arm work and still play around and have some fun and work this little. If you see, I like to do silly things all the time, just try new things, experiment with new things, and usually fall and fail because It's funny. It's entertaining. I like laughing at myself and many things. So yeah, I've been really loving these straddle bent arm handstand entries. They're surprisingly easy though. Like really not that difficult. I love going from them directly into Stadlers. I would highly recommend it. I desperately need to get a back rollover, but because the rings are so low, every time I try to do it properly, I get I just can't enter properly because I'm always almost kicking into the top of the hangers, and I've only done one of those properly once my whole life, and of course it was the one set I wasn't filming on. This is why you should always film your sets, people, because you never know what you're gonna miss. I've missed a lot of good stuff that I couldn't replicate afterwards, but whatever. This was a fun set. I enjoyed it. Whatever. I love archers. If you're not doing like slow unilateral movements, just do it. Get to the point. Like getting to the point where I could do perfect archer movements with my elbows locked out is probably one of the most valuable things that I unlocked in training, and it goes so far. It really brings a lot more to you. Like it makes crosses easier. Everything just gets easier once you can do this like pure elbow locked unilateral pulling and pressing strength. I don't know. I love it. I think it's the safest and healthiest and best way to build like really good strength. And I love moving through it slowly. I just feel strong after a workout of unilateral movements. Love archers. Love archer pull-ups, archer lever pull-ups. Oh my God, archer push-ups. Archer handstand work, like holding a pike on a box and doing archer handstand push-ups. Well, archer pike push-ups are fantastic. If you're not doing that, really consider that. And then you got the handstand pike flies, just pike on the rings and do flies. Oh my God, it's fantastic. If you don't use the ring, I'm saying fantastic a lot. I think I've been paying a little too much attention to the news cycle and the constant orange men bad, because I've said a lot of fantastic. I sound like I'm campaigning right now. Whatever. I give up. It's kind of weird to babble on for almost 8 minutes about this. I can't really do a full side split. I'm cheating it with my hips. I do that a lot. See, now I'm bouncing. I just feel naughty when I bounce up and down side split. That's my true side split flexibility. If you enjoy hearing this, subscribe for more. Check me out on Instagram. Follow me. Bye.